You know, we're all live now. I forgot to refresh. Let's get rid of this old, there we go. Let's clear that. Oh, you guys can't even see the chat. That's right. I have it set up in such a way the chat's not actually here, is it? Maybe I should have the chat visible, but whatever. Whatever. Switch to hype. What's up, Fumes? How you doing, Fumesito? Odyssey 2 would be great. I would love to see that. I guess technically speaking, the whole Super Mario Bros. Wonder is probably not appropriate for the Twitch side of things. Whatever. I'm not too concerned about the little details right now. I guess YouTube has the same detail on. Oh, whatever. Whatever. Where's my chat box? Just made it disappear. Screen 2. I mean, I guess it would go in line with the whole 2 theme if they also gave it an extra screen as well. So, I don't think there'll be like, I don't know how many people will even be up for this, to be honest with you. You know, it's funny, when they announced the 3DS, I did not realize it meant like literally 3D screen. So I thought they just meant they're going to have a third screen to the add-on compared to the DS. Like DS means dual screen, so it's like 3DS means 3 dual screen. And a Wii U 2 would be terrible. I loved the Wii U, but it was a bad console. How you doing, Quentin? I know, like, I'm like, what is the point of that though? And then they actually like showed it off, like they brought it out and it's like, it's in 3D. Now you can't really see it here because it's stereoscopic 3D, which we can't really show on a normal like camera. You have to actually see it for yourself. And I'm like, oh, that sounds cool. Sounds like a nice little gimmick. And that's what it was. It was a nice little gimmick. I think the 3D ended up resulting in the 3DS initially costing more than it probably should have. Because no one really cared that badly, I think. Like Nintendo struck while the iron was hot with the 3DS, where like 3D was a really big trend for like movies and stuff like everything was trying to be 3D at the time. I think the average gamer was like, I don't want to like give myself headaches playing video games, which stereoscopic 3D can do over the course of like X amount of time. And I had my slider off probably like 80% of the time. Yeah, if they make a Wii U 2 though, that would be a problem. Like if they just go with a screen like the dual screen thing like they did with the Wii U. I don't know what to expect today. Oh no, we got 2 back-to-back directs. And Nintendo thoroughly disappointed me with the previous direct. But apparently a lot of people were like, that was a pretty good direct. Like they thought Rhythm Heaven was a great big deal, and Tomodachi Life was a great big deal. I'm like, those like Rhythm Heaven I think is cool and all. But I think Tomodachi Life is such a weird, like very niche audience. It's like, you're sure? Sometimes I look at games though, like look at these directs as like, how do they appeal to the overall audience? And overall audience, in my opinion, doesn't care about stuff like Rhythm Heaven or Tomodachi Life. Rhythm Heaven, I do think, has at least a bigger niche than Tomodachi Life. I know that I look at like when we got around to E3 time, I would often look at the not just the Nintendo presentations, but see like what was revealed and what was talked about at other presentations, and say, hey, is this actually something that would make me go, I'd like to get this console now, even if it was something I didn't own. Ugh, my eyes. Prime 4 didn't really reveal very much new information. It was kind of like not like the problem with the direct last week was they showed off a lot of stuff we already knew, and didn't really give us much new information. Like, it's kind of cool you have psychic powers, but it's like, I don't know, it didn't feel like they really like involved too much beyond that. Like, all they showed off in ZA was that we knew something happened when it went tonight from previous the previous trailer they showed off. But it's like, okay, what happens tonight? Like, you battle people. Like, you battle people in every freaking Pokemon game. That's not really news. I know you didn't battle people as nearly as much in the first Legends game, but it's like, eh. And I agree with that. Like, the thing is, like, they're clearly like bringing their A game for this. Like that I mean, the whole reason why they postponed the Switch 2, like rumored anyways, originally it was supposed to release like back in September, October area of last year, I think, is because they had stuff going on. Hot take, I think Zelda's not going to be there. I don't think Zelda's been kind of firing all cylinders lately, and I think they're finally like, we need to just give Zelda a little bit of time. Zelda was like at the forefront of everyone's attention during the Switch release. I know it wasn't just that, but the Switch release, I think this is where they go. We're going to hold back. Mario's time to shine. Metroid's going to get some attention. I think Metroid's going to get some attention here. Metroid Prime 4 is going to get some attention. I mean, you could give us Metroid 6. We waited 18 years. Why not make it a little less time this time? I know everyone says, like, a lot of Metroid fans are like, well, Dread's over. Dread's the end of that era. Like, we're not going to see another game in this series. And like, no. That's not how that works. They're just ending kind of an arc in a sense. I just think they've burnt themselves out in like resources for Zelda. I think they're gonna hold Zelda for like the big holiday thing is what they're gonna do. Mario, I think, is gonna be the forefront. Between Mario, we're gonna finally see some Mario Kart news. Incidentally, if you haven't checked it out, I've been doing a countdown on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe courses, going from worst to best. New video posted every single day. If you'd like to hear my thoughts on each of the courses, they're nice bite-sized 3 to 4 minute videos. And they're concise, they get to the point. I explain my reasoning to why I tier them. And the biggest thing is, I actually also, I'm really not talking really much of anyone, I just want to talk about it anyways. I feel like it's important, something that's important about my tier listing is like, I go S, A, B, C, D, F are the letter grading I use. And I'm a believer that like at least something should hit each of those categories. Like, technically speaking, there's probably like some Mario Kart games where I'm like, I would never S tier something in the grand scheme of things. It's just like Mario Kart 1 is just probably not never going to get S tier. Similarly speaking, like there's probably like some Mario Karts that where I would never truly F tier it, but I am judging it based on just the merits of its peers, so to speak. So it's like in the grand scheme of Mario Kart 8 specifically, I'm using a lot of hand gestures, game and see. In the grand scheme of Mario Kart 8 specifically, how does this compare to the rest of the other tracks? Grumpy was saying it was an April Fool's joke, but then he felt really bad that everyone got excited to see him. I swung in during near the end of the stream. Let's see now. Thought I'd share the link on both sides. Alrighty. I'll let out a few notifications to people. Nintendo is airing in 4K. Yeah, I don't think that means much of anything. Crazy, I know. But I don't think it means much of anything, I'll be honest with you. Honestly, it'd be cool if they do. I think Nintendo's still an entire generation away from doing 4K, you know, when everyone has moved on to something else. Imagine being an hour late to your own stream. So I mentioned in my mod chat that Fumes just happened to he just messaged me about 40 minutes before the direct was up, and we're gonna go live, and he goes, only 40 minutes away, and I'm just like, you mean an hour 40 minutes? Because they've always done it at 10 Eastern Standard Time. Like every direct they've done for like the last 4 years has been at 10 Eastern Standard Time. So I just assumed it was 10 Eastern Standard Time. Or not, sorry, yeah, I thought it was a 10, and I'm just like, yeah, sure, I got an hour and 40 minutes. Maybe I'll jump in the shower, make sure I'm nice and clean, look really good, you know, get my hair done up so that way I don't look like a complete mess. That's why I'm wearing the hat, because, yeah, my hair's a mess right now. I didn't get a chance to jump in the shower. Shut up, Fumes. I'll just do it afterwards. Well, don't worry. It's not like we have smell-o-vision through the screen here. Hair's messy because stinky. I don't think the hair's mess has anything to do with how bad I smell. I think that's its own thing. I don't smell bad, I mean. So the direct was like, the direct for the Nintendo Switch, the original Nintendo Switch, was like an hour and 7 minutes if memory serves, which is long. I think this one's going to be slightly shorter only because I think a lot of the wow factor and what the Switch itself can do is not going to have quite as much of an impact. And also, like, it was also like live, so, you know, also it was live, and my god, you know what, the Nintendo Switch's trailer, or not trailer, revealed direct, like that, where they actually showcased it, no, I guess not reveal, because the real trailer happened beforehand, was so badly what was it, not translated, so translated is the word I'm looking for. whoever was verbalizing what the gentleman, any of the gentlemen that showed up on stage in from Japanese to English was awful. Like, it was not good. I think Switch 2 has a new button for that. For what, being stinky? Or for being messy haired? Look, I could go and like wash my hair, just my hair, and make it look super nice, and I could still be stinky, okay? I don't think my stinkiness has anything to do with my hair. C button for clean. You know what's funny is everyone keeps talking about like what the C button does. It's like it was apparently one of the trickier things for people to figure. I think they probably have figured out what it does at this point, because like God knows everything Nintendo does gets leaked at this point. But I've been keeping myself away from information. I just want to be like given this completely to myself. Yeah. Only 10 more minutes. 10 more minutes for the hype. In the meantime, I'll just play around in Pokemon TCG Pocket, which I will lose a bunch because I'm bad at the game. Smell cartridges? I don't think so. I've not heard that if they did. My goodness. My pulls in TCG Pocket. I opened a 10-pack on Sunday, and it was really nice. Like I got like a full art, a bunch of full arts, including a shiny Charizard full art. I got like 2 EXs in the pack, and then like I think I got a few more full arts on top of that. I don't know. All I know is it was a great pack. I have not pulled crap since then. It has been like I've been opening 3 packs a day because I have the subscription for the extra pack every day. So I have opened up another 11. My other pack today is going to be later today. I've opened up 11 more packs since then, and I have not pulled a thing worth noting. Not a full. I don't think I've pulled a single full art. Yeah, I haven't pulled a single full art, and I haven't pulled any EXs. I want another Giratina. I want to play the Giratina Darkrai deck. Hey Mel, welcome in. You excited for a direct? I am. I don't know how this direct's going to go compared to other ones I've streamed for the record. I know when these directs usually go up, I have a lot to say in regards to like the games and what they're offering. And I know there's going to be some games talked about, but they're also just going to talk about this direct I think is technically also kind of for the shareholders and whatnot as well. Like that's how it was last time. They talked about the history, they talked about the importance, they talked about tech. A lot of that stuff, I love the history and whatnot, sure, I guess, but I don't really care about the Wii U's life cycle specifically. But I don't know much about tech, so like for me, like people are gonna like, oh, that's great spec, oh, that's terrible spec for this. So I don't know. I opened some 10 packs last one, yeah, good for you. Still missing 4 EXs from Shining Revelry. I don't have B-roll yet. Also, what's up, Brett? I haven't slept yet. It's too excited for that. That is Nintendo fandom right there at its strongest. Not necessarily the healthiest, but it's at its strongest. I don't have B-roll EX, and I don't have Lucario EX yet. I think I have the other EXs at this point. I've got 2 B-drills. I could build a B-drill deck. Just think he's kind of fine, I guess. What else am I missing? I'm excited for those MTG. Oh my god. My lord. Like, I am not much for collecting Magic cards. I like, unless I'm building decks with them. But this is the set that's coming out where I'm just like, I want the cards for the cards. I'm so excited. Still don't have a shiny. That shiny full art Charizard was my first shiny for the record. I do feel I'm mad this expansion. I was pretty mad until that last 10 pack, honestly. Blue Flag Rider, welcome on in. How you doing? I'm missing Charizard. Oh, I don't have Clodsire either. And I managed to wonder pick a Wug Trio, so I'm happy about that. Hoping for a new Man, I would love a new F-Zero. You know what? They did throw F-Zero onto the Nintendo Music app this week. Maybe it's a hint. And I don't mean like F-Zero 99 is really fun. I really like it. But I want an actual new game. Is Wug Trio related to Wario and Waluigi? Surprisingly, no. A DKC launch title is my prediction. Just want to throw that out there again. I don't think they're going to talk about Donkey Kong. Everyone's like really. I mean, I'm glad to be wrong, especially if it's another 2D title. Like if Retro Studios is working on both Metroid Prime 4 and Donkey Kong Country Returns 3, I'd be super friggin' pumped. Soda? Delicious. Long shot, but I'm not hoping for Fallout ports. Honestly, it's not like if the Switch 2 can't handle the Fallout ports, like the Switch 2 should not be a console. Like Nintendo is always a little behind the curve, and that's fine because there's enough people who like don't need to get things day one. And the portability of the Nintendo Switch is great. It's part of the reason why it was able to get away with that. I've heard a lot of people say, you know, the Steam Deck's more powerful, the Steam Deck's better, the Steam Deck's going to be a lot more impressive. Steam Deck hasn't sold well though. Like no matter what the case is, and this is something I've never really considered before, is Steam Deck is clearly just not what people want, and I don't know why. It's literally just a kind of a better Switch for most games. Mine is like first party titles, which you can still put on there in your own type of way, but we're not going to talk about that here. Like, I think since the Steam Deck has come out, it's sold 6 million copies. It has not sold well. Switch can handle Skyrim. I think Switch 2 should be able to handle Fallout 4 at least. Yeah, I mean, like, I can't wait for the Switch 2 to get a Skyrim porting and like one of the remastered Skyrim ports. Because God knows you can play Skyrim on everything. Skyrim has to be ported at all times. Like, they need to resell that game anywhere possible. I want to see Mario Odyssey 2. I do too. Honestly, I love Odyssey. If we get a new 3D Mario game, I'm really excited about that as well. But I want Odyssey 2 to be shown off. It is. Super Mario Odyssey it's probably my favorite game on the Switch. So unsurprisingly, I want a sequel to that game. I want a sequel. Like, what is everyone's favorite game on the Switch? What's your top 3 favorite Switch games? For me, good morning, Pretendo. Just in time for a direct. And not driving yet, are you? For me, my favorite 3 games on the Switch have got to be Odyssey, Metroid Dread, and maybe Tears of the Kingdom? Oh Lord, why am I asking this? I don't know. Just curious. For those of you that are over on maybe a little newer to this, I do actually have I'm also live on my Rioshoa gaming page as well on YouTube, so you may see both sides showing this off. Ooh. I'm sorry, Josh, did you just list the same 3 games, or are you just quoting me? Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, Origami King. Oh God, I can't believe you put Origami. There are better games than that. Okay. Same 3. That's crazy. Odyssey, Breath of the Wild, Dread. I didn't even know you played Dread, to be honest with you, Fumes. Like, Dread's probably the game I have picked up and replayed the most. All right, you guys ready? I did, just off stream. Okay. I don't remember you ever really sharing your thoughts on it either, because I'm sure I brought it up a few times because I like the game so much. My body is ready. Oh, now it's a minute. I don't hear anything. I don't think there's any sound. I just don't think there's sound. Unless I muted this. I'm gonna checking this. Yeah, I did. That's the problem. I muted the tab when I was trying to set up first stuff. That's okay. We catch it before the start. That's the important part. That just seems a little loud, though. I'm sorry, why aren't we watching this in the new Nintendo News app, actually? Screw this direct. Jeez, that is really loud, isn't it? Ah, back to Mario Kart. What a way to start things, right? He looks so stubby! Why have they made Mario so stubby in the recent games? Oh, 24 erasers. Okay, starting off with an actual, like, with some gameplay is great. Costumes. I'm guessing custom costumes. Oh, you actually get to... Oh, that's the reason why there's skis, eh? So there's not... I guess they changed the gliders so they're actually wings now. That's cool. And you're racing on the water instead of in the water. Oh, that's cool. I don't know why, but Bowser's model looks really slick there. Okay, I saw Koopa wearing something on his head. He was wearing like a helmet. Racing as a cow is hilarious. Hold on a second now. The grinding, if there's no Sonic as an actual character with the wall jumping and... Oh, okay, cool. Did they switch costumes mid-race? That's less... Or is it just they're showing off different stuff? I don't know. How's the driver's hilarious. Looks like we're still gonna have some Mario Kart World. Oh, good. So they're gonna be able to justify using tour courses again because they're gonna be going across the world.
I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo.
I said costumes are gonna be a thing. That's the biggest thing I talked about.
I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2.
And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
What you just saw was Mario Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Now, what do you think this brand new
That sounds
Mario
like,
Kart game
yeah.
will be like?
Sonic Racing seems like a very good comparison.
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world. Kart races are held through...
I'm sorry, was that Moo Moo Meadows again?
...span the globe.
Oh, that's Airship!
On the time of day,
That was the one course I was really pissed they didn't have in the original, in the booster pass. One of it.
and in this Mario Kart game, you can go off the
That's
racetrack
Coconut Mall
and
music.
drive virtually everywhere in this world.
Oh, it actually is open world! Wow! I don't know why, but that actually caught me way off guard.
4 courses in a bid for first place.
Each.
But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race,
That is so
the
cool.
most in series history, the competition is gearing up. Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another.
Okay. They literally went way bigger. So
There are multiple checkpoints along the way.
only 16 racers, and then it's gonna cut off each time. That's cool.
Shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated. Can you make it all the way to the finish line?
The crown.
You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam. By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes.
Oh, that's a great Super Mario. I love the suits. I love the costume. That's what I've wanted more than anything else. That's great.
You can also go for scenic drives with friends. And even take photos together at different
All right, well, I'm not gonna lie. That's really cute. There it is. That was Airship right there. I don't know. I'm so focused on. Oh, is this Dino Jungle? That's cool. I never liked that course as much as most people. That's cool.
The entire world starts here. Mario Kart World.
Don't help you gonna make it to the finish line.
Game launches
I never
on the
finished.
Same day as Nintendo Switch 2. More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct. So
Oh, it's
be
just
on
a
the lookout for more
just a
information.
direct dedicated to it. That's cool. How you doing, Caboose?
Mario Kart World launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Told you. Launch title.
We'll share more details.
I mean, I think everyone predicted that, but I said it. I said it. I predicted it. Notice how they didn't say the launch day yet. They were saving that for the end.
Nintendo Switch 2. These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2.
I do like how much bigger they are, for the record.
And on the right Joy-Con 2, we've added a new C button.
Everyone's like, what's the C button do?
Let's take a look at some new experiences it offers.
Turn it up a little bit? Okay. I think that intro was a little louder than expected. Alone.
I'm still ahead of all of you guys. Woo! That was you. So quick.
Oh my god, they finally added in-game chat? And it's just...
Wait, no.
That's what the C button's for, is for chat? That's funny.
Come on, no.
Wow, they...
Introducing Game Chat, a new feature for Nintendo Switch 2.
Guys, we finally made it to the PS3 era.
With this feature, you'll be able to
the
communicate
3D,
with
the
friends and
360
family while
era.
playing a game.
Oh, I love Nintendo, but sometimes they're so behind on things.
While using the Game Chat feature, your voice is
Delete
recognized
disc.
by microphones
Right, I don't need it
in the
anymore.
system.
Oh, okay. But you're still behind me, right?
That's so funny to
It can
me.
pick up your speaking voice clearly, even from a distance.
Look at this. Jump on here. Alright, let's keep going. Let's make a left right here. Let's make a...
When it's noisy around
Honestly,
you,
Mario Kart
your
is going to be
voice
such a
will
COD
still
lobby
come through
chat.
clearly,
Oh my
letting
lord.
you chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a bow?
Okay, nice.
It does look beautiful. It's so pink.
And you can use this feature in handheld mode too, letting you easily chat with friends and family. If you open the chat menu and turn on game screen sharing,
Good job, good job.
There we go.
Screen sharing's
you
cool.
can also share your game
That looks
screen.
hideous. Never mind. It looks awful. I changed my mind. That looks so bad.
You guys just did it.
I want to do it too.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, he's trying to eat me.
Okay, I got it.
Why'd you run into his mouth then? I'm so mad at this guy who's like, he's trying to eat me as he veers straight into the guy's mouth.
Okay. You can chat to your heart's content, even while playing different games.
Yeah, I know that one. It's so hard, right?
I kind of like that. I know it's a little silly.
Like in the sky right here.
And really,
I'm falling. Okay, we got it. We're safe.
Right, the quality looks so bad.
Star, that's so cute. So cute.
You can adjust the size of your game screen,
That's the okay. That last one is the one I want, where I don't see you guys playing.
or expand another friend's game screen.
Why are you showing this off like it's cool? It's a good. I'm sorry. This is not a good feature. The chat, sure. Like I think they should have had in-game chat for a while now. But showing off the gameplay itself,
So
the eyes.
everyone can watch them play.
I love the fact they have the eye emoji. Never mind. This is definitely worth it for the eye emoji alone.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Pose mix.
On the right Joy-Con 2 controller, there's an additional button. With the C button, you can pull up a chat menu.
Oh, dang.
Oh, really? Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now, so I'll be right back, yeah?
Okay, for sure.
So
You can quickly and easily
the one thing I
use
like
film
about this
and more.
is if I am actually struggling with something. I'm thinking about this now. Not everyone has a capture card to be able to show things. Like I could jump on Discord and be like, "Hey, someone can let me show you this." If you're struggling with a section and I know what it is, I'll be like, "Open it up, screen share it, and even if it's in poor quality, I can at least say, "Hey, I know where you are. Go do this." That's the one thing I will say I like about
Video
this.
chat while playing a game.
Your face is on here.
Wait, Nick, how was your test yesterday?
I'm not buying a Nintendo camera.
No.
Why is the camera so much better than the gameplay quality? What the hell?
There you go. I bet you like
Can
that.
you wait for me?
Please look forward to games which use your camera feed like this.
Oh, that's cute. That's kind of cute. That is actually really funny.
Wait. Go left, go left. Left, to left.
Maybe
Let you
if I
fix
go a
it.
little more this way.
Using game
Dude, that's
chat.
that game camera is one if you actually want to be able to talk with people while you're gaming and actually be able to see them from time to time. Two,
Play together.
content creation. This is a content thing.
Games.
Streamers and YouTubers are gonna love that more
Chat
than,
while playing your personal favorites.
I don't know, like the average person will.
Decide your own rules for a retro game competition. Or hold a sports competition between families. All together.
I feel like the amount of probably
anytime,
time and effort that went
anywhere.
into this, though, was not going to justify it, but it's not like there's not any merit to it.
What did you think? In developing Game Chat,
Couch co-op,
our
yeah.
goal was for you to enjoy playing online with others more closely, including family and friends. Almost as if you're all playing together in the same place. The camera you saw in the trailer is the Nintendo Switch 2 camera,
Why is it bugging out?
which will be available on the same
Did
day
you guys
as
see
Switch
that?
2.
It was bugging out. That was bugging out.
A Nintendo Switch Online membership will be required to use Game Chat.
You don't have access to online.
Since we'd like
Sorry,
as many
can't
people
use
as
Game
possible to
Chat.
experience Game
Okay.
Chat, it will be available without a membership for a limited time.
Online
We
couch
hope you'll
co-op.
try
That's a
it out.
weird statement.
Additionally, Game Chat supports the Nintendo Switch Parental Controls app, and different settings can be adjusted. For example, whether parental permission is always required when a child wants to use Game Chat to play with their friends.
I still look forward
We'd
to
like to introduce
it despite
another
the
new
glitchy video
experience you
feed.
can share with family and friends.
I mean,
On Nintendo
having a
Switch,
membership
even if
means
you
you
just
that
have one
you
game,
can go online. You can't go online without the
play
membership, right? So, I mean, it makes sense.
But on Nintendo
It's just
Switch
kind of
2,
funny.
You can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game with Game Share. As shown here, even games that require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game. With Game Share, you can temporarily share compatible games with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch system. You can share a game with up to 3 other systems at a time. GameShare also supports online play with other Switch 2 systems.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
you can use it with friends via Game Chat, which we showed earlier.
Okay,
GameShare
that's...
can only be used with compatible games. This feature is planned for several titles.
How do you game
starting
share
with a
Mario
free update
Odyssey?
For Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics on Nintendo
Oh, that's
Switch.
that's actually cool.
GameShare support is also planned for select games.
Actually, I
exclusive
like
to
that.
Nintendo
But
Switch.
again, I think I like that more
So
because of
look
the
forward to it.
content side of things.
Up next, we'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
Okay. This is the part that's probably going to be mostly for me, but... Oh, thick.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares.
Well, I think you
to
could also
Nintendo
just
Switch.
pass the controller
The
over,
system's
probably.
thickness remains the same.
Yeah.
With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was a 720p screen. Okay.
The screen supports
That's-
up to 120 frames per second, allowing for smoother gameplay.
As exciting
and
as that
supported
sounds,
titles.
the Switch itself is 60 FPS, and it's almost always done in 30 when you're
LCD
doing
screen
handheld
is
mode,
more
so
vivid
whatever.
And supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images. The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach your controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
Yeah, the magnets attach it, but then the clips keeps it in.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger for
Good.
greater comfort and control.
Good.
Playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally.
Well, they said no 4K there is what they're doing.
Left
Like,
and right
it could still be
sticks are
technically a
analog.
4K on, like, in gameplay. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think the 4K is nearly as important, though, as that
Each Joy-Con
120
2
frame rate, though.
controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games. Both the left and right Joy-Con
Here we go.
By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural.
You
in
can,
handheld
you can
and
affect your
tabletop
sound. That's kind of
modes.
cool.
It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via Game Chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly. Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
How? How does it make any sense? They just magically make it 3D sound.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however
Our
you
roster
like
looked
with
small.
a large, sturdy stand.
I see the. We noticed the stand kind of sucked in the OG Switch. We made it better with the Switch OLED,
In
but
addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well.
I saw that during the trailer as well. Real true.
It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera or charging in tabletop mode.
I personally don't care as much about the 4K thing. Like, I think the frame rate's more. Like, if they had to pick between 4K or the higher frame rate,
Nintendo
I think the frame
Switch
rate's
2
more important.
Comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 8 times that of Nintendo Switch, for storing your game downloads,
Cool, I guess.
save data,
That's like
and more.
3 third-party games right there.
Reading and writing data is also faster.
A lot of indie games though.
Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and
For
enable
4K
up to
support.
4K resolution for compatible games. HDR is also supported in TV mode.
That's cool. I'm okay. This Switch is actually like impressing me right now with this stuff.
The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool. This helps keep performance stable.
It is thicker, which I guess that makes sense.
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games are supported.
The classic Joy-Con grip. I'll probably be using that for the first couple of months.
As you just saw, Nintendo
It's gonna be like
Switch
$700 for me. I live in
simply
Canada.
an improved
Everything's more
Nintendo
expensive here.
Switch. We redesigned the system from the ground up and packed in lots of new gameplay features. And
Hopefully it
to
doesn't
help
snap.
players better
Doesn't snap
understand
either.
the Switch 2
Yeah,
hardware,
I do like how thick it
currently
is.
developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto.
Hello. My current location is actually inside the game itself. This is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour, exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
Better come with the console.
I'm standing over here.
It's like Astrobot.
Okay, everyone, join me inside the game.
Not gameplay-wise, it's just me, Astrobot, acknowledged a lot of stuff.
There are a lot of question mark icons here. Let's examine them. This
Okay.
sign reads, "Where are the magnets?"
Okay, Digital Showcase is really
Joy-Con
cool and
2
all,
controllers attached
but
to
it's
the
not
system
really a
with
game
magnets.
either.
And those magnets are inside the system. The SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal, so that's how they attach to the system.
That's cool. The
A
metal's
magnetic
okay.
circuit
The
is
magnet's on
formed
the
between
Switch
them,
itself.
so they won't easily detach. Through examining signs like these, you can discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2. Another example, the Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this. You can adjust the position of the
there's some golf
club
for you,
and aim
Bree.
for the cup by rotating the Joy-Con 2. By combining the mouse controls and
Doesn't look
gyroscopes,
really good, but-
things like this are possible. There are secrets to discover even as you're playing mini-games and tech demos. Some of the secrets range from the unique features of the system to tiny details you might not notice until they're pointed out. There are plenty. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will launch as a paid digital game on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. So please check it out if
What do you
you're
mean
interested.
paid?
Now, I'd like to share
Nintendo Land shouldn't have cost anything. 1-2 Switch shouldn't have cost anything. That shouldn't have cost anything. That's stupid.
This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2
Oh,
titles.
that's red. That's cute.
It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch game cards,
But it's red.
now red, and it has much faster data reading speeds.
Colorblind people going,
Next
what's the
up
difference?
is additional storage. Switch 2 will only work with micro SD express cards. They're a different type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfers possible. Please note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible.
Okay.
Additionally, to transfer data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature. With this feature, you can transfer save data, digital games, and more.
You know what?
We're also releasing a new Pro Controller.
It looks exactly the same, just with the chat button.
Which launches Game Chat, and on the back there are new GL and GR buttons, which you can use to assign existing button controls. In addition, an audio jack
that's
has been
cool.
added. We've introduced a few new features, and after today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development.
I mean, you're not wrong. Why mess with a
We hope
perfectionist?
you'll check that out.
It's funny. Looks a little thicker, honestly.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch date. Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th. We're very much looking forward to the day when you all get to experience it.
I don't have
please
much
wait
time
just
to
a
get
bit
the money
longer.
for that. It's gonna be expensive.
Now, broadly speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games. The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games. These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2. The second type is compatible games that were released on Nintendo Switch. Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play on Switch 2, and more. Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo
Jamboree
Switch 2
TV.
edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree. Please take a look.
I'd still play Jamboree like every week for the record.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2. The upgrade expands on the base game and adds new features.
New boards?
including mouse controls,
Whatever.
audio recognition, more expressive rumble, and gameplay that uses a camera accessory. All of which can be accessed on Switch 2.
That's so cringe. That's kind of cringy, but okay.
Let's check out 3 new and updated modes. First up,
Unsurprisingly, the
is
fat
Mario
guy's not
Party.
excited about the camera gameplay.
Single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities. You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play, so you can experience all
Wow.
the reactions and emotions.
That's what he
in
looks
real
like.
time. Or 4 friends can take the party online. Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on
That looks
stage
way more
too.
detailed. Like Bowser there looks more and more
Lots to
detailed than the
collect
rest of
most
than he does in the normal Jamboree. That's
Ride
kind
an
of funny.
RC car with your voice. Go. And compete
You raise
in
a good
other
point,
mini
Caboose.
games using full body movement and sound. Finally, take a ride on the mouse-controlled carnival coaster. With the safety bar lowered and secured, you're off. Use mouse controls.
I can't wait for those
shift
flowers to be a
and
part of the
feel
experience.
bumps and rumbles of the coaster. When you enter a pipe, a mini game will begin. There's a bouldering game where 2 players each control an arm, and one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects. Enjoy the thrill of these intuitive mini games. How quickly can you reach the station? From mini games that use a camera, the
See, I want more
built-in
boards.
microphone,
The one thing you didn't tell me was there's new boards or returning boards. You just had to give me a few more boards. I would have been super happy with this.
Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV, launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th.
Yay.
Nintendo Switch 2
Honestly, if you don't have this
who
game,
already
it's
own Super
probably a
Mario
great thing to
Party
pick up, though.
Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Please look forward to a new Mario Party experience, where you can see each other's reactions while playing.
I want to know if the Switch 2 dock, if you can dock the Switch into the Switch 2 dock, honestly. I'm kind of interested about that.
Nintendo Switch 2 editions of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom feature enhanced resolution and frame rates.
Sounds
And
cool.
also support HDR, which makes the image more vibrant. So you can play with smoother, higher definition graphics.
This looks a lot cleaner. Holy crap, that looked a lot cleaner.
Plus, you can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes. This new feature can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices.
Okay.
It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles.
Yeah.
For example, it can help guide you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Will it track your movement? Like, will it real-time track your movement as you play?
Proceed north.
That's cool. That's actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, that's really cool.
Using QR codes and send them
Opening up a map in the game is annoying because you have it literally blocking your screen. Being able to just go like this, like okay, that's really cool.
We hope these features will make your adventures even more enjoyable.
Hey, it's Kirby.
In Kirby and the Forgotten Land, you'll be able to enjoy an additional story.
I was gonna say, that's new.
exclusive to the Nintendo Switch
Dark
2
Cross
edition,
World.
along with improved graphics and frame rates.
Is this a reference to Star Allies?
This story takes place in the Forgotten Land after being
Oh my god, Pokemon Translation and Kirby Forgotten Lands. Can't wait for that.
We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure.
I assume a lot of these games will have you can just upgrade past it.
Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
That's a good choice.
In addition to standard controls, you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2.
That's cool. I don't know which one I
Plus,
favor,
you can
but
explore the immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per second, or enjoy smoother action in full HD.
this is the first game I look at and I go, like, yeah, I'm not getting the
Choose from
Switch
these
version.
two modes, both of which support HDR. based
3D
on
Mario is what they're going to
preference
close
and
out
playstyle.
on. Pokemon.
Pokemon Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year, will not only
This looks
receive
so
an
much
Switch
better than the trailer they showed last week.
edition as
That
well.
game, well, it looked, and last month for that record, looked awful. This looks so much cleaner.
Lumiose City with enhanced resolution and frame rates.
Oh, good. They enhanced it from like 360p to 720.
2 edition games
Already
you
on
just
board.
saw will be available as both physical and digital versions. And
It's insane how much better
Nintendo
Pokemon
Switch
look.
version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2
I'm sorry,
edition by purchasing an upgrade.
It looked like a Wii game.
We hope you're looking forward to these Nintendo Switch 2 edition games.
Well, the cool thing is, what I like about this though, and this is why I think it's cool, is it's gives people more choices.
Please take a look.
Mario Paint would be cool. Mario Paint? That would be so cool. I would love a Mario Paint. Yeah, that is a good question. No. I'm sorry, do we have Wheelchair Rocket League? Is this like Wheelchair Rocket League? They should have went like clap clap that way. That would have, yeah, that would have made sense. It is Nintendo. I could see them charge twice as much for the upgrade, but this looks kind of cool, honestly. I'm sure I'm gonna get really annoyed playing, like going like this all the, like, with my Joy-Cons. Like, oh, I can't wait to ruin them. I'm actually more interested in that than I thought I would be.
drag and drive, you'll use both Joy-Con 2 controllers as mice to intuitively pull off various moves. We hope you're looking forward to a new twist on 3-on-3 matches using dual mouse controls. Next, here are some games from our publishing and development partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Anything worth noting?
I have long observed the lands between. This world is in dire need of repair.
Wow, that's actually shocking.
You can see them, can't you?
It looks choppy, but it's shocking.
Rays of grace.
The fact it's playing though is in general is like, wow. Okay.
I have no doubt you will become Elden Lord. May you take the throne.
Tarnished edition, because it's a little not quite as clean.
Hey, I'm Greg Kasavin from Supergiant Games, here to say that Hades 2 is coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Our first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister Titan of Time. You'll battle beyond the underworld to the ends of the earth, getting to know dozens of characters from Greek myth.
I mean, again, like, it not performing as well as on other consoles, Elden Ring still being a portable game is still super impressive, and there's going to be an audience that is going to appreciate that a lot. And I know, like, Steam Deck should be able to do that as well, but Steam Deck, again, didn't sell well. Oh, please, for the love of God, bring fighting games, like, up to date. Like, current fighting games come out at the same time. Not...
ソフトは通常版の他に総勢26キャラクターを収録した「Years 1-2 ファイターズエディション」の2バージョンをさらにゲームと連動するアミーボとアミーボカードも一緒にスイッチ2の発売日にお届けします。お楽しみに。
Initiating Arsenal boot sequence. Weapon safety mechanism confirmed. All operating at normal levels. Testing data link with spine. Normal. Commencing launch.
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we will
finally
be liberated from humans.
I'm in need of a new arsenal, new equipment, and money. I'm for sale, and you're buying.
Rebels! What is the name of this? Is this... My lord, I can't remember the name of this game.
This planet will be ours.
The Sovereign Axiom.
Timberland X2?
Has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
No! Because we're in the middle of a war. Don't you get it?
I won't just...
Is this just supposed to be...
I'll tear you apart!
Damon X Monica in that too?
All children bring hope to our
Yeah,
lives.
okay, that makes sense.
Don't they?
I didn't get into the first one.
Hey, this is Joseph.
Played the demo, I was like...
I'm super excited for
and like the
Split
control
Fiction
scheme for it.
to Nintendo Switch 2. The game is a story about friendship. You play as Mio, who writes sci-fi, and Zoe, who writes fantasy. Together, they get...
You know, my brain just processed this as Split Fiction.
You and a friend to help them break free.
But I still need to play with somebody.
If you like It Takes Two,
Sorry.
you're gonna love this one, trust me. And of course, you'll be able to play Split Fiction on the day Switch 2 launches.
At EA Sports,
there are too many games. I can't afford all this.
On the pitch and on the gridiron. We're excited to announce the EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Madden NFL will also be arriving on the Nintendo platform.
I'm sorry, I just processed. EA's actually bringing something to Nintendo? EA hates Nintendo. That's a win for Nintendo.
Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo Switch 2.
Good, maybe it'll actually play well.
Graphics and seamless world transitions. You'll be immersed in the Wizarding World like never before. And the new mouse controls on Switch 2 give you even more ways to experience the adventure. Discover the enhanced...
We want to showcase how much you can ragdoll people around. This looks so much better than the Switch version.
Captain, is that mic supposed to be on?
Gotta get some Tony Hawk Pro Skater there. It's already on Switch, it just looks kind of like crap. Switch 2 version just looks a lot more cleaned up in the trailer. My biggest concern is making sure that I know when the pre-order date starts and I'm there and I get my pre-order in for the Switch 2. That's honestly my biggest concern. I like, did you just do the few moments later meme and like, oh, you can literally go, okay.
Hello, this is Christian Elverdam from IO Interactive. We are bringing our flagship title, Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo Switch 2. As the best assassin in the trade, Agent 47 does everything he can to accomplish his mission. And how each mission progresses will vary depending on the player's imagination. Our ever-expanding game will release on the same day as Switch 2. Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
It's a weird delay thing, but okay. Ooh.
James Bond. The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2, so stay tuned.
The story
Bravely Default
that never fades is reborn. Bravely Default returns, remastered in high definition.
I got like 75% through this game.
The flow of turn-based battles.
And then the game kind of wore itself out on me.
Enjoy your adventure with upgraded features and enhancements. And all new minigames with unique ways to play. Square Enix presents the classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light once more.
Was it just Bravely, or did they say that Bravely Second was there? Was Default there and Second, or just Default? I really liked Bravely Default until I didn't. That's the problem. Like, that game was very enjoyable. I love the plot. Like, again, I got like 75% through the game. But there's a big repetitive problem with that game.
We'll have more games to show from our publishing and development partners, but for now, we'd like to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo. Please take a look.
There's the delay in Koei Tecmo. Are we getting a new? Are we getting a new Hyrule Warriors game?
Joined hands with the Hylians, who dwelled on the surface. Their union led to a great and prosperous kingdom. But in time, a terrible evil arose. A war was fought.
Is this? Oh, they're gonna be showing her. There's no Link, is there? This is literally gonna be a story for Zelda, like Zelda's side of things. That's actually a cool idea to explore. We've seen the flashbacks, right? So getting to actually do the game. I don't care about the gameplay, unfortunately, but. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
So that's Hyrule Castle? Then that must mean this really is the past.
This will be cool. This is a cool idea. I personally don't. And then we're gonna be like, wait, hold on. How did this Link become? How did this Link be able to beat when these guys could lose? Like, unfortunately, Hyrule Warriors is kind of like ridiculously over the top. Yeah, I know. I'm the same way. I won't want to play it, but that's cool. That's a really cool idea. Age of Calamity is kind of like a what-if scenario. This one looks like it'll be a great way to tie in the actual story of
Nintendo. We hope you're looking forward to the untold story of the Imprisoning War, which took place in Hyrule long ago.
And now, some news about Nintendo Switch Online. You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on Switch 2. And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2. Please take a look at this.
Yeah, you get Switch 2 online services. Ooh, GameCube. Okay, there's a delay.
Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack will be getting a new classic game library exclusive to
The audio
Nintendo
kind of like
Switch 2.
went funky part like
Nintendo GameCube,
a little bit ago.
originally released in 2001. Here are the titles that will
Luigi's
be
Mansion, Sunshine, Wind
a
Waker.
Legend of Zelda game that looks like a cartoon come to life through cell shading. Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton.
Everyone's like, give us it, Wind Waker HD, and they're like, no!
The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. Transcending history and the world. A tale of
Oh, I want to play some Soul Calibur. I miss playing Soul Calibur 2. I love Soul Calibur 2.
Weapons-based fighting game. Each fighter comes equipped with a different weapon. And Link from the Legend of Zelda series.
He was also like super busted. Link was like stupidly busted in this game. Oh man, F-Zero GX? Ooh, goody. I love me some F-Zero GX. Hey guys, we got the GX and we got an F-Zero game.
Defying races. Featuring the series' first machine customization and story mode, get ready to experience F-Zero GX. In games that support multiplayer, up to 4 can play.
I wasn't sure if you're still here, Blue Flag.
Or online. Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original releases. You can also check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking.
That's cool. I like that.
More titles will be added in the future.
Nice. Meh. Cool.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics, the Switch 2 exclusive game library coming to Nintendo Switch Online Plus Expansion Pack launches the same day as the hardware's release.
That's cool.
And a dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube controller will also be released. It
I want
can
that.
connect wirelessly and also has a C button to quickly access.
I want that
Game
so
Chat.
bad.
The Nintendo GameCube controller, exclusively available for Nintendo Switch Online members, will also be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Which is June 5th.
Whether you're familiar with the games or haven't played them before, we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics. Of course, you can continue to play select games from the systems shown here on Nintendo Switch 2. Okay, let's see some more games from our publishing and development partners.
Oh my god, is this 1, 2, 3? Oh, it's Deltarune, okay. Oh, that's cool. 3 and 4 are coming out together? I thought that was like a 1, 2. I thought it was Undertale at first, and then I saw the 1, 2, and I thought it was, yeah, okay, whatever. Is anyone watching this like outside of my stream? Like, is it delayed, like having an audio delay there too? Launch day, that's cool.
Hi, I'm Randy from Gearbox. Borderlands 4, our upcoming flagship Borderlands game.
5-second delay just from official stream.
Nintendo Switch 2.
I just mean I noticed like a lot of the sound effects are off from the
And
actual.
shoot your way through a world filled with wild enemies and outrageous weapons. We're still in development, and it's already the most ambitious Borderlands game we've ever made. Borderlands 4 will launch in 2025. We'll be sharing a lot of the game in the months ahead, and there's more from 2K on the way.
Yeah, you were saying
I'm
that.
Dennis Shirk from Firaxis Games. We're releasing a Nintendo Switch 2
Civ
edition
7? Cool.
of Sid Meier's Civilization 7.
Will
In
it
Civ 7, you'll
be
establish an
good?
empire and guide your people throughout the ages of history. With the new mouse controls, players can enjoy
Like, this isn't obviously not everything I'm going to get necessarily, but there's a lot they're showing here, and this is a very strong, like, if this is all 2025 window, great, like, fantastic.
Experience mouse controls on Switch 2 by purchasing the upgrade. And we have even more news from 2K.
Hi, I'm Lionel Jinks.
And I'm Ben Bishop.
Our final announcement for today is that WWE 2K is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Plus NBA 2K as well.
We can't wait to see you in the ring.
And on the court.
4 kids find this old tattered man. Off they went.
Sounds like a little bit of indie scene now, huh? What indie games were really worthy of getting here?
Terrible at steering a raft. Let's slay some trees. Awesome!
Oh, there's a bit of delay, isn't there?
Hook, line and sinker. Tastes amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah, that looks good. I love it.
Really have started to master this survival thing. Done. Well, I think that's everything.
No, that's it's literally just frozen.
This time
Nice.
for home.
Hi, I'm Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll. Here's the first look at Enter the Gungeon 2.
I'd love to see what Enter the Gungeon 2 looks like.
For the Gungeon's depths in our roguelike shooter sequel. Now reloaded in a new 3D art style. You can expect some fan-favorite elements to return. We're still working on the game, and we're excited to share more with you in the future.
Close and reopen tab. Hold on then, if that's the case. We're gonna do a quick little. That did not work for me. Oh, there we go. Oh, they I did close and reopen my tab. Yeah. Yeah, I mean...
Hello, my name is Adam Badowski from CD Projekt Red. We are delighted to bring the immersive world of the dark future to Nintendo players for the first time. Cyberpunk 2077 is an open-world action-adventure RPG set in Night City. Thanks to Nintendo Switch 2, you can transport yourself to the city of dreams at home or on the go. Get ready to meet unforgettable characters and discover engaging stories when Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition comes to Nintendo Switch 2 on launch day.
I bet you they're trying to get this like fixed ASAP though.
スクエアエニックスの浜口です。任天堂スイッチ2でファイナルファンタジー7リメイクインターグレードを発売いたします。
I can imagine, like, no! Like, it'll show up eventually. Everyone's having the same issue. So.
シリーズの一作目となり、20年以上の時を経て
I heard them say Final Fantasy, so it sounds like we're gonna get something Final Fantasy related.
体験いただけます。
Maybe the Final Fantasy 7 remasters will be coming to Switch too.
7リメイクシリーズにぜひメイクシリーズに
Yep, there it is.
ご期待ください。
Oh, that's cool, actually. Okay, now we're back to just like a half a second delay. Well, so much for Enter the Gungeon. Don't tease! 2025. Oh, never mind. That's great. Finally, Silk Song! They have a release date year, and it's this year! Finally! I was about to get so mad they bothered even showing Silk Song again until I saw the release window was this year. And now I'm like, good! I'm sorry if I'm yelling too much. Just feel very strongly about it. Yeah, now it's just a click. Like, it's a full second delay in audio, but that's better than just the whole thing freezing. Not their best, not their best. Pac-Man. The Metroidvania experience. Of course, Fortnite's gonna be St. Ridge Racer. I'm sorry, I'm always gonna laugh about that for some reason. It's always funny to me. Final Fantasy VII coming though. That's cool. That's impressive. It really shows that the Switch 2 is trying to be like powerful enough.
We've shown a lot of games so far. The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners.
But not from us.
Please take a look.
They're ending on a Mario title. Is that Dante? It looks like Dante. Also, I just realized. Get this out of here. I don't want this. Come on, Dante. I saw the cowboy hat. That's definitely not Dante.
I give you my blood. I give you my life. Turn, O wheel, and transport him to a night of moonlight, to humanity's very dusk.
And everyone seems to want to say it's Castlevania. I swear over here. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to be super excited though. From Software. Could you imagine they announced Bloodborne 2 here? Or something like that? Like a new From Software game. Lies of P. Ah. Okay. As you can tell, I don't know From Software that well. Ah! I don't know why. You don't think? Oh, okay. You are the vampire now. From Software having a new game here first, though, that is a kind of an impressive show. It is also the last partner thing that they're showing, so like honestly, that would be a good way to.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
I pray that you are able, carrier of blood.
You can just turn into a dinosaur, or are you getting? Is he getting attacked? He almost looked like he turned into the dinosaur.
The moon tears will flow for one, and one alone.
The Dusk Blood. So, a new game announced. That's new, right? Like, I don't think Dusk Bloods was announcing any results, was it? I'm so over Souls-like games. Dude, this looks amazing. That's a crazy thing to announce, though.
What you just saw was a brand new game by From Software. We'll be publishing a creator's voice article where the game's
That's
director,
actually
Hidetaka Miyazaki,
wow.
will share
I'm
more
not
details
gonna lie, like
so please check it out when it's available.
outside, like that's probably gonna be the biggest like wowing
Publishing and
announcement.
development partners. We'd like to thank the developers who appeared today, as well as our publishing and development partners who prepared footage for this presentation. In addition to what you saw today, our partners are working on many games coming to Nintendo Switch 2. We'll showcase more games in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it. Next, please take a look at this.
Not even their last game here from the Nintendo side of things, though. The Kirby game? That's a star. That's a Kirby Warp Star if I've ever seen one. Probably something else. That makes me think, I see star, I think Kirby. It's a Kirby game! It's Kirbo! Oh, it's Smash Bros? That would make a lot of sense, actually. Oh my god, that makes way more sense. Is it a World of Light? It's a Smash Bros. This is definitely Smash Bros. The whole thing is definitely Smash Bros. Is this gonna be just... It's an air ride! Oh my god! I can't believe they actually did. They're doing another air ride game. Holy crap! That blew me away. Way more than it should. It's not even that. We're getting a new air ride game. That is so fun. Kirby Air Ride is like basically a Kirby Mario Kart. I don't think that Kirby Air. That's. Maybe they'll feel Air Riders. Maybe they'll feel like a complete game this time. Oh, Sakurai's actually even going to be working on it. That's cool. I guess he did say he was working on a new game for Nintendo, though.
Kirby Air
This is the first time Sakurai's worked directly on a Kirby game since I think the original Air Ride. Now that I think about it.
We hope you're looking forward to Kirby Air Riders, directed by Masahiro Sakurai. Next is our last trailer for today. Please take a look.
Mario. Better be Mario. I'm going to be mad if it's not Mario. Give me Mario. I've been waiting so long for a 3D Mario. That's Mario. It's Mario. Look at this. Another, looks like another open world-y style Mario. Rock Guy's all over the place, though. Ingot Isle. Those monkeys look creepy. Donkey Kong! Oh! He looks so goofy doofus looking. But it's a 3D Donkey Kong. I'm blown away by this. Will, you were right. Wow, this looks way better than DK64. Super DK Odyssey. That's a good comparison. You know, it's cool that they gave him pants. One little 2D segments was cool. Oh wow, he looks very silly. You know, I really wish they made his fur a little more like fuzzy fur. I do like the fuzzy fur a lot more than this weird that's a weird texture. Donkey Kong Bonanza. Not gonna lie. Oh, he's not wearing pants either. That's cute. I'm not gonna lie, I really would have liked to have seen the Kremlings of the villain. Like, it's like you already have a well-established villain, but whatever.
Platforming action game starring Donkey Kong, called Donkey Kong
I would
Bonanza.
love to have seen what K. Rool looks like in this new art style as well.
Smash through enemies, walls, the ground, and just about everything as you demolish your way.
This is cool because like this really feels separate from DK in many ways because he is just barreling through stuff.
Thank you for watching so far.
Looks cool though. Looks really fun. Even if I don't like his design, I think it still looks cool.
Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
Oh my god, Mario Kart and DK on the launch title. I can't afford all this.
We'll release Nintendo Switch 2, as well as a bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart
I don't want the digital
World.
version. I want a physical version.
For more details,
Or, oh yeah, I definitely plan to buy it. That looks really good.
Nintendo Switch 2 website, which goes live later today.
We've covered a lot of information, but that's all we have to share for today.
You'll have to wait just a bit longer for launch. We are very much looking forward to everyone being able to experience Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, the price. What about the price?
Appreciate you joining us today. Thank you very much.
Price? Shouldn't you have... Clearly they're not happy about they know people aren't going to like the price. Clearly this is like, we're scared about the price. Thanks for watching. So that was a wild showing, wasn't it? Yeah, they literally did not give us a pre-order, did they? I just want to check something real quick before I do anything else. Yeah, that was a hell of a direct though. I mean, I answered the question the first time. I said yes, I'm definitely gonna get it. Raptor. Hey, what's up, Raptor? How you doing? You're here, Labe. I was watching on your own. That's fair. That was a great direct. Yeah, no, that was great. There was some very wild announcements there. I think the biggest reveal there wasn't Donkey Kong though. The biggest reveal was the From Software game. For me, I'm more interested in Mario Kart and Donkey Kong, but I think as a whole, as far as it sets a tone for how successful the Nintendo Switch 2 can be, that was a big deal. That was a huge deal. If I had to pick between Mario Kart and Donkey Kong though, like the two games I'm more excited for, it's probably still Mario Kart. As much as I want to play Donkey Kong like in this cool new setting and whatnot, the way Mario Kart looks super impressive. That's that was wild. There's so many good things. The lack of fanfare over Silk Song. I feel like a lot of fans make a bigger deal out of it than it really has for success. Yeah, it's just they would have saved Legends ZA for the concept trailer for this. People would go crazy. Yeah, it's true. I can't. Also, a lot of the games are showing off. Like ZA, for example, is a great example. That game looks so much cleaner on Switch 2 than it does on Switch 1. Holy crap! That was great. Selfie pics. I'm gonna sell them some magic cards. Local shop. You're thinking $3.99? That's how much the Switch was here. Oh, Switch was, if memory serves. Here, anyways. I think for you guys was $2.99, right? Holy moly, that's insane. I'm going to try and get Switch 1 like day one because I want to be able to stream the games. I want to play the games. I'm a Nintendo fanboy. I've been a Nintendo fan since I was 2. Holy moly. Also, that's Sir Nick just messaged me saying, and I quote, "Well, that was worth waking up just before 7 a.m. for." That's that Sir Nick is a little more reserved with Nintendo, and he's like, that was worth it. Wow, there's a lot of stuff coming, and it's all like 2025 minus the Dusk Bloods game. That game is the only one. I hate the name. Dusk Bloods is a horrible name. Now that I'm saying it out loud, Blood Dusk would have been much better. New Smash Brothers game would be nice, but I think that's like something they want to do a year, either next year or the year after, like really when the Switch is hitting its stride type of thing. Because it's a console seller, but Mario Kart's a console seller, and they're butting heads a little bit. Silksong did get 5 seconds of release here, and that was enough for people to be like, great, that was more than we needed at this point. That's just what we needed, I guess. Yeah, the price is going to be ridiculous. I'm super excited. I am super duper excited. Super duper. Yeah, honestly, that's like an S tier direct though. I mean, usually ones that announce. Let's be real. Any direct or E3 conference or whatever that announces a new console typically is A or S anyways, but that's definitely an S. That's definitely an S tier direct is what they just did there. If you say otherwise, you're silly. Either way, that's my reaction to this. This was fun. I like this. This was exciting. Before I go, I am going to plug my main channel because I am currently doing a series of countdowns on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe courses. And by the sounds of things, that list is going to be wrapping up right around the same time as the Switch 2 launch. I don't remember the exact pacing of things, but I have all of April, all of May, a little bit of June. I think it'll be getting down to like the A tier by that point, A/S tier by that point. So definitely check out my main channel. I'm posting one video at 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time each evening, covering a new course, counting down from worst to best. We've just entered the D tier, and I will be so go subscribe over there, and I will be back streaming maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. I have to process a lot of information. I may just be working like a horse to make sure I have the money for all these games that I want and this console I want. And holy moly, I will see you guys next time. Bye.